baby. Repping some NASA in the house. Welcome back to Christopher Bell, CPA CGFM. Now, I'm actually sick tonight, okay? I got these 2 NyQuil, whatever pills. Generic, of course, because I'm very frugal. But I had to make a video tonight talking about ZipTrader. Now, I haven't really talked about this guy before. Y'all probably guessed my thoughts, okay? He's all about day trading, which is a joke. You're probably going to lose your money day trading. Go read all the academic literature. Go read all the examples of people day trading and losing money. And then go watch ZipTrader. And there's actually a nickname I have for him, but I can't say it because it's actually a slur. But compare the literature to this guy. And guess who is probably going to lead you in a better direction? All the people that have been in the market and studied the market and have told you not to trade stocks, Warren Buffett, Charlie Munger, or ZipTrader, some 25-year-old kid, or however old he freaking is. He can't be that old, okay? Let me take my cold medicine because I feel like absolute death, but I had to make this video.
Well, those aren't cold medicine. That's a real drug, strong man. Yeah, I'm calling the cops on you.
I don't know who's messaging me. All right, so let's go check out Zip. I almost accidentally said his nickname. That'll get me in trouble. So here he is, Zip Charlie. So apparently it looks like he has a Discord, okay? And he posted this interesting post. Beat checkmark, a green checkmark. BRDS Bird Global Inc. Warning sign, do your own research. That's all you have to say. And no matter what, you're good, right? These ideas are only to get you started thinking about setups. Watch for a bottom in the coming days. Currently selling off from the hype rally to 24 cents. Trading price, 13 cents. Short float, 11%. Important levels to meet. Look for a bottom at around 10 cents. It's almost like he's giving you like specific price targets, okay? But what he does is he just talks about stocks that are going to short squeeze or are good trades in the meantime. And people fall for it because in every single trade, there is somebody that comes on the winning side of the trade. There is somebody that's going to buy Bird Global at the lowest of the low, and they're going to sell it at the highest of the high, and they're going to show you their gains, and they're going to say, look, see, trading works. Charlie ZipTrader helped me out. But there's going to be a lot of other people that are going to lose money on this because trading is gambling. Now, if you wanted to look at this from a fundamental perspective, you'd have to ask yourself, is this a good company? Where could this company possibly be going into the future? What clues in the past could tell us how amazing this company is going to be? Well, I want to present to you some of the financial statements, which I hear some people say there's no point in even knowing about Bird Global's financial statements. If you want to buy an individual stock, if you want to do anything, you don't even need to know the financial statements. It's a waste of time. Just buy the stock, bro. I disagree with that assertion. Let's go ahead and look at this company. So Birds Global is a bike company. What do? They make bike sharing. So I said, okay, how competitive can this market be? Oh, hey, baby. How competitive can this market be? I would say super competitive. I've seen electric bikes everywhere, absolutely everywhere. And of course, Bird is not the only e-bike in the market. But can you guess why this company is popular? Besides like the trading hype and blah, blah, blah. Can you guess why it's popular? Is it because it's electric? Yeah, that's right. Electric is the future. So this company is going to be really popular with retail. And then you go on Stunk Twits, okay? You read Stunk Twits and like you just go read some of the ridiculous crap that people post on here. Like this gives you a snapshot into the mind of retail and the amount of copium and just absolute garbage that they will make up to justify their investment in a stock like this. Okay, it's absolute hot trash. Go check it out. Now, I looked up a competitor of Bird, and there's this company called Lime. Okay, Lime. You ever heard of Lime? Guess what color their color is? It's green. It's lime green. Crazy. And at least this author right here did a review of Bird versus Lime, one of the many competitors of Bird. Bird versus Lime has a clear winner, and it's Lime. It's cheaper for rides over 5 minutes, and almost every part of it is superior. It has better grips, a nicer screen, and a smoother ride thanks to its big wheels and forked suspension. The Lime keeps it simple and sticks to the fundamentals. The Bird deviates from the norm and goes for a more futuristic, oh, I wonder who they're trying to appeal to here, but it misses in a lot of places. Though they sought to innovation, that's a key word, isn't it? Their time would have been better spent making the scooter simply function better for the rider. Like that, is that too much to ask? Okay, so you guys want to go ahead and invest in your little electric scooter company because you saw some hot chick on the advertisement. You go right ahead and do that, okay? Well, what about the financials? I mean, obviously, this company, there's got to be something to it, right? Well, before we even dive into that, let's look at the competitive landscape. So I looked up the bike rental market, okay? And I saw some interesting stuff here. The leading players operating in the bike rental market are Bird Rides Incorporated, Bolt Technology, Bounce, City Scoot, Cooltra, Drivesly, Lime, Lyft, Nextbike, On, SG Bike, Spin, Tbilisi, Uber Technologies, blah, 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 blah. Highly competitive industry, it seems like. What sets out Bird Global apart from the rest?
Oh, it's a good trade because my short squeeze. And if you lose your money, then sometimes you just lose money trading, and it's not my fault. And I warned you. Only gamble what you're gonna potentially risk losing.
Like, I don't like these YouTubers that are all about gambling. Okay, I mean, look at this justification. 3 hot penny stocks to watch: Bird Global, Alt Alliance. What is this? And Context Logic. Now, I can tell you, get out of here, woman. I can tell you Context Logic is absolute hot trash. And if you buy a company that's similar to that, you're probably going to be selling your butt, okay? But, apparently, you can't look at a company. You're not allowed to look at financial statements. So let's see how Bird Global has performed in the past. Now, I say this 1,000 times. Past performance is not indicative of future performance. But we can see that in the past, the market seems to be having a lot of trouble with this company. They don't seem to like it. The stock has sold off 97%. Now, when I see a company sell off 97%, I have to ask myself why. Why is the market selling off? Because a lot of times the market is accurate. Like you can think there's temporary inefficiencies in the market. Maybe that's true. But in the long run, I think markets are accurate. I think they eventually properly assign the true value of a company over time. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time. It almost seems like this company is worth 28 cents a share. Okay. Why is retail so big into this? Well, like I said, short squeeze this, short squeeze that. But I want you to really think about what you're buying here. Okay. If you're just buying this if you're just trading this like a clown, okay, you're probably going to lose your money. And you're going to try to blame somebody else. It's going to be you for being a clown for trading. But if you actually think this is a good long-term investment, I want you to understand some of the risks with this company. Okay. Now, if we go look at their financial statements, so we can see there's some interesting things. So I read about a huge impairment of assets, which we'll get to in a second. But the first thing I want to type in is going concern. Now, in accounting, there is an assumption that companies will continue to go into the future as a going concern. Basically, what that means is you're assuming the company is going to last forever. Because if you assume the company was about to go bankrupt, you might value their assets differently at like liquidation value. Okay. But whenever I pull up a 10K, I like to read what the auditors have to say. Because there's auditors that come in and look at this company. This company that you just want to buy or trade or whatever you want to do because ZipTrader or whatever other clown on YouTube brought it to your attention. Let's see. Where was that? Bird's current level of cash and cash equivalents may not be sufficient to meet its operating plans for the next 12 months, which raises substantial doubt regarding Bird's ability to continue as a going concern. What does that mean, ladies and gentlemen? Is this, even if this stock pops, okay, I'm going to get all these clients. This happens every time. And you have to understand my perspective, okay? My perspective is long-term. When I hear trading, clown, automatically I think clown. I think long-term. If you're going to put your money into a company, at least understand some of the risks. At least know what you're putting your money into. Did any of you understand or even read this financial report and see what the auditor said? I bet you didn't now, did you? Because, oh, it went up a lot, and ZipTrader talked about it, and stop losses and this and that. You should probably understand this stuff because this gives you a clue as to where this company is going. Bird has incurred significant operating losses in the past and may not be able to achieve or maintain profitability in the future. Wow. So it looks like they're losing money hand over fist. They're in a highly competitive industry. At least one person thinks Lime is better. It doesn't necessarily mean that's the case. And they could potentially go bankrupt. They literally just told you that. And I haven't even looked at a financial statement yet. Do you see like the value of potentially like understanding the financials? How to just look at a report and skim it over so you at least understand what you're putting your money into instead of listening to some YouTube hypester, because they cover themselves, right? No matter what, they just say, well, trades are trades. You just lose. Sometimes you lose money in trades. It's not my fault. That's just how the market works. And they can just continue to pump trash and trash and trash. And I guarantee you the vast majority of their fans probably lose more money than they make. Guaranteed. I guarantee it. Okay? But hey, I guess there's no consequences, right? You can just do whatever you want on YouTube. You can talk about clownish stocks, sell courses, pump and dump trash. It doesn't matter. It's okay. Now, if we look at this company's current assets, okay, they have 33 million of cash, and basically the rest is in prepaids. They have 134 million of current liabilities. If you take out deferred revenue, which is upfront revenue, or upfront payments that have not been turned into revenue yet, they have about 90 million roughly of short-term debts. They have more short-term debts than assets. What do you think is going to happen to this company if nothing changes? It's going to go bankrupt, right? If they have not enough cash, they're going to have to either raise more cash through equity or they're going to have to borrow money. That's what they're going to have to do. And what does that generally do? That causes problems, right? So we can see that the next big thing I noticed is a massive impairment in goodwill. So they made some kind of acquisition, right? Some big acquisition, and they paid more than the fair value of the net assets. And now all that's gone. So basically they massively overpaid for a company that turned out to be garbage. Whatever it was. Massive impairment. Now, what else do I see here? Vehicle deposits. I wonder what this is right here. We probably have to look at that in more detail. But overall, like their equity position, their current assets, the current liabilities is absolutely awful. It's horrible, okay? You look at the equity section, additional paid in capital has gone up. They've been issuing stock. Accumulated other comprehensive income has had a $14 million swing, probably maybe foreign currency. I mean, there's only a couple things that go into that. And they had a massive increase in accumulated deficit. Oh, look, their stockholders' equity is only 25 million. It seems like maybe one more unprofitable quarter and their equity would be wiped out unless they issued more shares. Interesting to know that, right? But I guess this is useless. There's no point in doing this whatsoever, right? Okay, so we look at the revenue, right? They got growing revenue. That's great. Cost of revenue seems to be growing in line. Total gross margin. Okay, at least they have a positive gross margin. Okay, at least they have a positive gross margin. Imagine that. Okay, and they have a loss from operations of 471 million. So on 244 million of revenues, they have a loss of 471 million. A big part of that was impairment of assets, which is like a one-time write-down of their goodwill. But even then, even without that goodwill impairment, they still would have had a $250-something million loss on 244 million of revenues. That's still just awful, okay? Good Lord, this is bad. Let's see. Okay, it's changes in equity. Oh, look at the cash flow statement. Negative 56 million in operating cash flow burned. And they spent another 89 million buying vehicles, basically. Okay. So overall, they're in a negative, they're in a cash burning scenario. They're going to have a massive share issuance. I don't see any other alternative unless they take out massive debt. Okay. And we can even see here another interesting line, stock-based compensation expense, 95 million of stock-based compensation. That's roughly what, 30% of revenues? But you know what? It's just a trade, right? Some of you aren't gonna hold this stock because people are telling you it's going to the moon. Yeah, just keep diamond handing complete and utter trash like this. Okay, listening to ZipTrader. Oh, it's just a trade, bro. It's just a trade, bro. Yeah, buy the dip. Watch out for 10 cents because I just magically know 10 cents is the bottom and this and that. What a freaking joke. Okay, this company's hot trash. There's nothing special about this company. They make electric bikes for cities, and there's like 100,000 competitors. Okay. Oh, they got some nice pictures on their face on their page. Oh wow, look at that, so pretty. Blah, blah, blah. What a bunch of hot trash. All right, let's do some comments, and then I'm done. What happened to Stockmo's cat? It had a internal bleeding from I don't know what, some unknown source. Finally, someone says something about ZipTrader. It was time. I mean, I need to look into this guy a little bit more. I need to do some more investigating. Stock pumper never go away. They stay on YouTube and pump stocks in a bull market as well as a bear. It must be easy. You just you find the latest trending penny stock, and you draw some lines on a chart, and you say, oh, and then you say, buy my course, bro. And then you make a lot of money. That's just how it works. You just got to say it with confidence, okay? The bird is a word. The bird is a word. If a stock goes straight down to zero, then no one wins. This company could easily go to zero. His course is $4.99. Of course. Why not? Let's see. Strongman, I text you a supposed email from a friend asking employees to work from home for a week because of the threats from MMTLP stock. Are you serious? I mean, I feel kind of crappy. I don't know if it was some freak texting me. That's why I didn't read my text, but dude, if that's true, oh, I'm going to roast those losers. I could see that happening. Let's see. You should have been a grifter. Be a multi. Oh, dude, you don't think I could be a grifter? I'm a CPA. I have a nice background. I have shiny lights. Blah, blah, blah. And I say, okay, I'm a CPA. I must know what I'm talking about. Just like, what's his face? What's that clown's? Clear value tax. You know, he worked a legitimate job. He had his own tax business. Good for you, dude. That's awesome. And now he talks about crypto and fear mongers. It's like, dude, I guess grifting is lucrative, man. It's just ridiculous. I'm a CPA. I just know everything, bro. Just trust me. Buy my course. Let's see. Fabio and I talked about YouTube for a good while later that night. I'll have videos coming out. More professional. Oh, yeah, it's very professional. Good stuff. You know. ZipTrader pumped so many crap stocks in 2021, and now he's a super bear. Of course. You just change your mind, bro. Have you heard of Taiga Motors? It's an electric ski-doo company. 1 year after they are already in need of a bailout. That doesn't seem familiar to me. I don't know. Maybe I'll look into it. Why don't you email me? And if I have time, I'm sure I'll have time tomorrow. I'll look into it. Let's see. Saw an overcount of the stock few that had a market cap of $38. Oh my God. Let's see. The saying goes, past performance does indicate future returns, not future performance. Oh, excuse me. The more you believe global warming will bring the end of the world, the more you believe in EE companies, I think. Oh, dude, I can guarantee you, if you go on Stock Twits, a lot of those clowns are like, it's electric. Dude, I remember, okay, I was like 15 years old or something like that. I went to like a beach resort with my friend. Maybe I was like 14. So this was a long time ago. Okay, I'm 33 now. I don't feel like doing math. My head hurts. But I was renting electric scooters there. I rented it and I turned it back in. Like, this is not a novel concept. Oh, Bird is disrupting the future, bro. Yeah, a scooter. Wow. Just check Birdly and she's still pumping MMT. Oh, my God. I don't get it, man. Bro, where's VE versus... Okay, it might be time now. It might actually be time. Let's see. Also, did you read my email? We need that Ask Me Anything series back. See, but then I have to charge for that, man. Imagine if I did that now. If I did an Ask Me, kind of like what Aaron Clary does. I don't know if you guys watch Aaron Clary, but he gets paid to address questions. But if I did that now for free, I would get like thousands of emails. I have almost 11,000 subscribers now. I can't do that. I could do that when I was a very small channel, but now I'm not so sure. I would have to charge. And then on top of that, it's like, well, if people are asking me about stocks, that's a problem because I'm They're paying me to talk about individual stocks, you know? So it's kind of like, you know, it's a gray area. I mean, I think if I just say, oh, it's a buy or sell, that's probably bad. But if I just look at the numbers, you know, from a counting perspective, it might not be a big deal. If Strawman wants to be more popular, he should do a video about wearing a pink dinosaur. It probably would. I was going to gamble on birds at 12 cents because I saw them pumping on Twitter. I don't feel like being a degenerate and missed. Hey, you know, sometimes you miss out and then sometimes you just lose a ton of money. I remember I bought an Alpha Status stocks, freaking stock. They pumped a mining company. I'm down like 95% of that. I mean, I obviously knew the risks. But of course, they deleted the video. We're perfect. Yeah. Buy our unprofitable, zero revenue mining company. And then when it goes down, we'll just delete our video, bro. Let's see. I hope they ban birds. A bunch of buffoons ride them on the streets all the time and almost get hit. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's just so much competition in that space. I mean, look at Lime. Lime seems like it's more dominant. I think I've seen Limes around. Your channel will die without those influencers. Ironic. Well, if you think about it, I'll never die because there's always going to be big YouTubers. It's impossible to kill me unless YouTube deletes me. And there's truth to what I'm saying. Like, there is a good reason why you should at least look at the financials before you listen to these clowns. I can't tell you how many people have been screwed buying trash stocks because they just trusted some clown on YouTube. It's like, did you look at the 10K? Did you see it was about to go bankrupt, perhaps? Will this channel lose ratings for banning Kid Freshie like CNN lost? Yeah, so Kid Freshie said it when I banned him. Oh, you're going to lose all your subscribers. My subscribers have gone up. These people think they're so important. Nobody cares. Let's see. Kid Freshie probably clipped that. Go ahead. Clip whatever you want. I don't care anymore. Love you, Chris. I love you too. Also, Canada came out with the first home savings account, which is basically both a traditional and Roth IRA. Money gets taken out for your first home down payment, 100% tax-free. Yeah, I mean, you could do that with a Roth here in the United States. Bro, the real boogeyman doesn't miss with me, bro. What do you think about BRICS? Brazil, Russia, India, China? I mean, I would say you buy everything at market cap weights. I have obviously I have the BABA investment, obviously. But, I mean, in general, I would say just buy a total market index and let the world sort itself out. Let's see. Off to watch the Burnley hit the feeder. All right, guys, that's it. Be careful of these clown stocks. Have a wonderful night.